Today, I'm with Neil McLean from Neil McLean Automotives. And he's in Australia, I'm in California, and we had to find a very specific time of day to speak with a 17-hour time difference. But here he is. Good morning, Neil.
Hi, Annika. How are you, darling? It's
I'm
lovely,
good.
lovely to be with you. It really is. And you're looking absolutely gorgeous, as always.
As are you. You never change. And I always look forward to seeing you at the show. So I'm really pleased that you made time for me today.
That's all good. That's all good.
How's business? How's life? How's everything?
Well, this is a new world that we're in. Life here in Australia, to be perfectly honest, at the moment, for us here in Western Australia, is pretty good. We don't have the dramas that the rest of Australia seems to be going through, particularly in the eastern states. So, but obviously, work in real terms has slowed down. We're not selling the parts that we would normally do, and so we've taken that into consideration. We've reduced our working hours. We no longer start at 7:30; it's 8:30. We finish at 5, and we don't work on Saturdays anymore. And that's just to make sure that we've got continuity and that we can keep our people employed, and B, keep on paying our bills. It's as simple as that.
And you have been around since 1983. You established the business, correct?
Yes, we did. Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
We.
before us.
Oh, really? Yeah, of course. I forget. But it was just necessity. We came to Australia, and I was unemployable, so I had to make my own job.
And
Yeah.
how did you get into the Rolls-Royce and Bentley business then?
Well, I was in the army, in the British Army, and a lot of the British Army's equipment was Rolls-Royce powered. The B40 engine in the Austin Champ, the B60 in the Ferret Scout car, the B80 in the Saladin, Saracen, and Stalwart range of vehicles, and even the V12 Meteor engine, which is a derivative of the Merlin engine, is of course a Rolls-Royce designed engine. So I was working on those not as a mechanic but as a driver service operator. When I came out of the army in '75, I was quite a capable mechanic, and as I keep on telling everybody, I'm even today at 72, I'm doing a mature age apprenticeship because I've never finished. You never stop learning. And when I bought my first Rolls Royce, which was in 1980, there was nobody around in Newport Pagnell to service it in the UK. And so we did it ourselves, which wasn't a problem. And when we came to Australia, we brought the car with us, along with our V12 Jaguar, and we did everything that was necessary to make things work. And as I say, I was unemployable by everybody here, so we just had to start our own business. I love the cars, as you can well imagine, and it's turned into not only a vocation, but it's turned into our lives, because we go home, there's cars everywhere. We go into the house, there's models, there's things all over the house to remind us of how much we've enjoyed being involved with Rolls-Royce and Bentley Motorcars. It's been quite stunning, actually.
And do you still have that first car that you bought?
Oh, I don't have it, but it's here. In fact, it was sold quite recently. The chassis number was SRH 9363. Isn't that ridiculous? And that car was Regal Red, a lovely example, 1970 car, lovely example. And when we sold it, it was just necessity because we needed money, wanted to buy a house over here, and the car was part of that when it went. But you get that.
And what cars do you have now? What are your own?
We're not a licensed dealer here, so all the cars that we actually have are our own personal motor cars. Most of them are licensed under what we call our club license, but which allows us to pay a very small amount a year for like the tax and insurance on it, and it restricts the use on it. But you know, we've got I think at the moment we've got about 26 cars. Yes, so we've got everything from a 1936 Derby, which is waiting to be restored. I'll show you that in a moment. In fact, I can walk out there, and this is the oldest one that we've got, and this will give you some idea of the job that is before us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But the wonderful thing there is, Annika, it was a Australian delivered vehicle, and it was the Melbourne show chassis in 1936 when it came over here. So it's got real history with it, and it has a Martin and King four-door sports body, and they're also very rare because they only did they only did two of them, but two or three. But yeah, that gives us some idea.
Okay.
I was just going to show you around because I think I felt obliged to actually do some tidying in my office, just to let you know that this is what we do. You should have seen it before. Oh, and this is my breakfast. Just to let you know that red wine is not just a breakfast drink. We've got lots of little trinkets here. If we get stuck, we've got our backup here, and believe it or not, that is actually a brand new Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow block. It's never been in a car, so we had a couple of them actually, and we've just, believe it or not, only this year fitted one to one of our clients' cars. We rebuilt him a new engine simply because his engine was defunct. But yeah, so that's how we started. It's a real family business.
Mm-hmm.
Bev, who should be here very shortly, is at home at the moment because we had a plumber coming in, and he couldn't find our house because we live in the middle of a national park, which is absolutely gorgeous. When you come over, we can go and walk them into the park, and the kangaroos are everywhere. You'll love them. You really will.
We're in your office at the moment.
Yes.
Do you want to show us around? Do you have customer cars there as well?
Yeah, we've got a couple. I'm just going to walk back out into the workshop itself. I'll just show you. This is something that we dug out, which is in fact a factory service exchange engine that we brought over. We've actually got three of these. This is my favourite sign. I don't know whether you can see that.
Uh-huh.
So let's show you a little bit around. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see a little bit. Oh, I've got to apologise. I've actually got, and you know, Rolls-Royce and Bentley specialist, and we've got a Jaguar that is in the workshop, but I'm forgiven because it's an E-Type. So I'll just flick round and show you all the bits and pieces that we've got, and a lovely Mark 6 Bentley up there.
Beautiful.
We've got a Bentley Continental that was actually imported from the UK.
Uh-huh.
There's our little E-Type. I won't dwell on that. A Silver Shadow 2. This car here, a long wheelbase Silver Shadow, that's been in a barn find, and it's been off the road for 20 years. And so consequently, we're recommissioning the car for the new owner who bought it sight unseen. Within about 15 minutes, we had the car running. We bypassed everything and just we wanted to know that the engine was good, and the engine is good. Lots of things wrong, and as you can probably see, we're putting, we've already put new discs on it, new brake hoses. Here's all the calipers, the accumulators, valve bodies. They're ready to go back on now. Lots of bits and pieces, new front discs, etc., etc. So we'll recommission that car back up to a really good standard mechanically, to make sure it's safe and to make sure it's reliable. We're a very eclectic little workshop, and a lot of people say, you're like a museum. and that's only me. That's only me. And I've just thought about something. This is a little job here that we've got on the go.
Uh-huh.
And this is I'll just flick it round so you can see it a little bit. And this is a Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud chassis. Now that's been totally sandblasted, and then all the imperfections were taken out, any repairs were done, and we're going to restore that vehicle back up to a concours standard, at minimal cost to the owner, I hasten to add. So we've got a few vehicles outside as well. We've got, I'll just take a little walk, and you'll see a Corniche convertible, Silver Cloud. That's also another car that was in fact off the road for 20 years, just in a carport, and we got it up and running again. A dead silver shadow to that stage, and it's a situation where they're just too expensive to restore. Under the covers here, I'll just flick round, probably too quick there, but there's just a long wheelbase Silver Shadow, Australian delivered car, really nice. Silver Shadow 2, both of these are just waiting for us to get our backsides into gear, because we are extremely busy. My mechanic, who's normally here, is actually on holiday at the moment, because he was supposed to be up in Bali, but they've just stayed local. So
Yeah.
this is what we do. As I'm walking around a bit further around the shop, I'll just turn it round again. There's a Rolls-Royce Phantom 5 there. That's awaiting restoration, or we may even sell that now. The body shell for the Derby is over there, hiding, and there's a Mulsanne Turbo long wheelbase, which is quite a rare car. She's hiding over there in the corner.
She's hiding really well.
Yes, but you get that. We've got other vehicles outside. We stock our own parts department, which is up on our mezzanine floor. And I'm just going to show you this, if I can. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it very well, but there's a little tribute to all the vehicles that are no longer with us. I don't know whether you could see that. It said "Rust in Pieces."
That's a lovely tribute.
So we have that all around the workshop. We have memorabilia and just lots and lots of bits and pieces that we've had over the years. This was this picture that I'm just going to show you now up there, was of the Rolls-Royce Owners Club. in our centenary when we did the tribute to the Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, which was absolutely wonderful, a terrific time. It really was. The rest of the workshop is the office, mezzanine floor, etc., etc. We stock a lot of parts. We've got both new and second-hand parts.
What is your favorite model?
It has to be the Silver Shadow, without any doubt. It was an incredible car when it first came onto the market, and it got better and better. It really did. I'm, I'm not denigrating the rest of the models, but the Silver Shadow was a quantum leap ahead for the mark in itself. We have a Silver Shadow in our collection. We also have a Bentley T2, which I also they're just an incredible car. And both of our daughters, Anita and Sarah, they both have a Bentley T series each. So we have to keep it in the family.
So Neil, what is the most crucial piece of advice you could give any future owner?
But not a problem at all. You need to have the vehicle serviced and maintained by people that really know what they're doing. The experience of a really good mechanic will pay dividends for your enjoyment in the car, the reliability and safety of it, which is absolutely paramount. And they will give you many, many years of fantastic service, and they will. And that's, to me, that is the be all and end all of these cars. Don't let things build up. Otherwise, it'll end up costing you a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to use the car. You have to use it. Do not let it sit around, because every time you go to use it, there will be something wrong and you will hate the car. But if you use it, you don't mind.
Neil, what do you drive every day? What's your daily driver?
I actually drive an old Range Rover Sport V8 diesel, and simply because if I need to go anywhere, if somebody's got a problem, and I've got loads of gear and junk in the back, and we'll just jump in that and go out and help people out if we can, and it it suits us down to the ground. At the weekends, I try to take one of our cars out on a Sunday drive, just to make sure that we keep on using them. They have to be used. That's the enjoyment of them.
Neil, thank you so much for showing me around. That's just been awesome. I'm so glad I got to see you this summer.
I am as well, and I'm sorry that Bev couldn't be here at the moment to say hello as well. But we send all our love. We look forward to seeing you when we can at the RREC show, which is just absolutely fantastic. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to say hello, have this online meet, and do a little bit of spruiking for the mark. And of course, intro car.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Neil. I'll see you
All
soon.
right, darling.
And send our love to the family.
I certainly will do. God bless. Bye.
Bye.